what's your method on taking the boxer? What does a boxer need? So we talk about if someone say, okay, I want to box professionally. So where do you start them? Where do you start them? How do you start them? What is the mindset that they need to have?
You got to start with your base. Okay? And along with the basics, you got to learn how to stand. You got to learn how to where your feet should go to make you comfortable. You know, a lot of I've seen so much stuff on Facebook. One guy telling this guy to take a step backwards, and another guy was saying shoulder width apart. All that's wrong.
Walk us through.
Show you. Yeah, but this will tell you how to do it. That's my video. That's a CD copy of it, and it's you can get them online. What's that? Patreon.com/boxing. It'll show you how you're supposed to stand. And the first thing it shows you is how to wrap your hands. Because I want my guys to wrap their hands. I don't want you coming in the gym, jump roping, shadow boxing, and then you sit down and wrap your hands. See, that way you're resting. You don't want to rest. You want to get tired. You want to see how tired you can get. You want to be able to work through that tiredness. So I don't let guys come in and start jump roping, calisthenics, shadow boxing, and then stop and sit down and wrap your hands. That's just you can't relax. You're relaxing like that. You can't relax. Come in, hand wrap. Then do your shadow boxing. Jump rope. A lot of them say, "Well, my hands are uncomfortable jump roping." I say, "Don't worry about it. Mine are too. Just keep jumping." And when I say mine are too, one thing about me, I can do. God has blessed me to be able to do everything my fighters need to do. So I lead by example. I tell them to keep up with me. I tell them to do it like I do it. And right now, what I'm giving my guys is this thing called the 5 minutes of funk. That's a warm-up. I call it my warm-up. I tell them to do it. Only a few of them can do it, but it's hard.
Right.
5 minutes of funk consists of, I got a 6-pound jump rope and the ab wheel. And you're a boxer, so keep that in mind. So what I do, I get you real tired. You got 2 minutes to get 100 reps of that 6-pound jump rope and 30 on that wheel. Then you have to jump up, and you have 3 minutes left. You should have, because you only use 2 minutes, and it's 5 minutes of fun. You should have 3 minutes left, and then I want you to throw at least 500 punches. And what I'm teaching them is how to punch while they're tired, because a lot of them can't do it. A lot of them can't do it. And I'm not talking about the guys I'm teaching. I'm talking about a lot of boxers that's getting paid cannot do it.
Yeah, we see it.
And sometimes I turn it into the 6 minutes of pleasure, the 5 minutes of fun. On the 6 minutes, you get to sit down. You have 1 minute, like you have in the corner, to breathe the correct way. See, now I'm teaching you how to breathe.
Right.
Breathe the correct way so you can recover. And once you recover, you got to match your punch count that you had 3 minutes after you've done the wheel and the rope, but you're only going to have 2 minutes to do it. And it's pretty hard to catch, and you're going to be hitting the bag also. But the main thing is, once you recover, you shouldn't be that tired. You should be able to get your punches off or come pretty close to it.
So a part of your training, I see this video right here, and I want to share this leg press video. How much?
Guinness World Record for the boy.
Hey, that's a crazy amount of weight. How many pounds were that?
I don't know how many pounds. I count the plate. And what it is, if you look at the plates that are going horizontal, they're all together.
Right.
If you look at the plates that's going vertical, there's spaces between them.
Right.
Now, the spaces are, for me, when I'm taking those plates off, I end up smashing my finger, pinching my finger, because I got to get up under the plates start touching. What I do is put 5 pounds or 2.5 pounds in between each plate. If you look at that video and just look at it close and compare the verticals to the horizontals, you can see there's spaces in the vertical.
Let's go back and look at it again.
Okay.
Guinness World Record for the boy.
So I do see the spaces in between there, man.
Right.
Wow.
Those are little plates. So that's weight that I don't count, because I don't count number 45. That could have been a 5. It could have been a 2.5. It could have been a 10. Whatever I can get to put under there, because God has blessed me to be able to do that.
And and now see here you're doing triceps.
Yeah.
Okay. So how effective? If that's effective, how effective is that exercise?
Well, it's effective because, one, I'm holding my feet up and it's strengthening up my core also. My feet are not on the ground. But God has blessed me because those are 50-pound dumbbells each. And what I do with it now, I kind of modified it. I actually let the dumbbells go all the way down when I got them over my head and touch the ground, and then I come back up. But you see, I put it down slowly. I never drop the weight.
Right.
Control. Oh, and then when I finish that, I gotta get up and shadow box. Cause you want to shadow box weights. You want the strength and maybe even the definition some gives, but you don't want the tightness and stiffness that you get with weight. You don't want to be walking like this. You want to be a boxer. You can't do anything. So shadow box immediately after you put that weight down.
So if you're listening, make sure you go at the bottom, you see patreon.com at Boss Boxing. He has a video, a training video. I think there's a little bit of echo. Echo could be on your side there, Rosco, but the patreon.com /Boss Boxing. He has a training video, and how much is it? How much is it there, Rosco?
It's $40, but it's worth every bit of it because it shows you how to wrap your hands the correct way. A lot of people don't know how to wrap their hands. Let me tell you one thing. When you're wrapping your hands, there's a loop on the end of the wrap. But for some reason, some people do put that loop on their thumb, and it is for the thumb, but they go straight to your wrist. No, don't go to your wrist. You're hitting with your knuckles. So the first thing you wrap is your knuckles. You protect your knuckles. Then you support your wrist. After you protect your knuckles, you gotta support your wrist, of course, but you don't want to use too much on your wrist that you don't have enough for your knuckles. You'd rather have too much on your knuckles where you might not have much for your on your wrist. But most of the time, your knuckles is taking all the contact, so that's what you want to protect.